Myron Gaines, aka I'm not black, I'm Somali, just got a little reality check. You hear me? Y'all, white man, let him know that he's black, even though he's not all black. But y'all, look at this shit.
I don't agree with you when you say that none of us exist. Obviously, I want to deport the non-whites. I want to get rid of the blacks.
Well, I didn't say you guys don't exist.
White boy,
I said that it's not like a viable excuse anymore to claim
even though you're not black
racism.
American, you still black.
White nationalism, white supremacy is real.
Yeah, it exists, but it's not to keep anyone from success. Is my argument.
Do you support white nationalism?
I support any groups of people to exercise nationalism. I've been very vocal about this. I think if people want to be black nationalists, people want to be Mexican nationalists, people want to be nationalists in general.
Look at bro just looks soulless, don't he? Thumb-head ass man.
And they love their group of people. That's fine. I've always thought it was weird how white nationalists can't be white nationalists without being called some pejorative term or lose job opportunities. Meanwhile, other groups of people can be nationalists with no consequence. So I think I think every group of people should be able to be proud of their skin and their heritage.
That's going to be a civil war, right? If there's black nationalists, white nationalists, Latino nationalists. That's
what he wants,
correct?
Well, I think that there's ways to mitigate that and exist in harmony. I mean, Lincoln Rockwell had a great admiration for Malcolm X.
We don't want to live in harmony. We want to have our own nation.
Well, you can do that via segregation. You can do it via. There's other ways to go about it, but
don't want to be around black people.
We want to repeal the Civil Rights Act. You are against that, correct?
Man, what you got against?
I just don't think that's a realistic option in 2026.
So, okay, but once we repeal the 19th Amendment, the entire reason that white nationalists want to do that is because then women won't vote, and then we'll win on white nationalism.
Women
correct?
too,
y'all. Is that the entire goal?
I don't know about
the 19th Amendment, y'all. For the 19th Amendment. Look at this shit, y'all. The 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution ratified legally guarantees American women to the right to vote. So they don't want no women. What the fuck is bro problem?
About that, man. I mean, the reality is that whites are dropping off when it comes to the majority, and then we
want to
like white man.
Get rid of the
of course, I get that.
Let me tell y'all about them type of white people. You feel me? They all crash out racist white people. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. I love those type of white people. I hate the secret type of white boy who hide his racism. You know what I mean? And hide behind microaggression. And those white people hate white people like bro who crash out and make their races out and known because you know what I mean. It make us black folks not look crazy. And yes, y'all racist as fun. You feel me? It's actually proving our points on. Like,
so here's the problem. Let me be blunt about this because I've
now I'm getting mad. You feel me? Getting mad. Now white boy got mad.
You guys have to get your women in check. You guys don't have your women in check.
I agree.
Let's talk about white people. You guys don't have your women in check at all. White women in general don't want to date white men.
Yeah.
A lot of them, are totally cool with being. A lot of them put off and push feminist propaganda. They're fooled by the Jews. They tend to be very impressionable.
By the Jews.
You guys need to get your women in check, and that is why you guys have the birthing crisis that you guys have. Is because white women don't necessarily subscribe to
women not having babies by
having
white
children
men.
young, having big families. They'd rather pursue,
So actually, the reason that I'm here is because when I was on Twitter, all the Wignat chicks told me to come here and to ask me to stop women. That was actually the original argument I was supposed to have.
No, we need to continue them because they're the reason why you guys are getting replaced, quite frankly.
What did he say?
Okay, so you should be having this discussion with your white women, actually, to be honest with you.
You telling Myron to stop fucking white women?
White women, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, a lot of them subscribe to progressive ideologies that are the reason why you guys are quickly.
Did he just ask me to fucking white women?
Look, so you're here white women, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, a lot of them subscribe to progressive ideologies that are the reason why you guys are quickly declining in citizenship.
You're not white.
Sorry.
We don't need you talking to white women, trying to interact with them at all.
And that's the problem.
Mad.
That's the problem. I don't need to be white to give a. See, here's the thing. You're behaving like a black person now. You're chimping out.
What did he say?
I don't need to be white to give a. See, here's the thing. You're behaving like a black person now. You're chimping out.
Damn, bro. What the fuck we gotta do with it? So anytime a motherfucker expressing his opinion, he chimping out, acting like a black. Well, get the fuck out of here. Anyways, I know that white boy was not just crying and tell Myron you should not be fucking white women. White boys, y'all get y'all act together, man. Get yourself together. Get your women in check. You know what I mean? This shit ain't got. They ain't acting like us. Fuck you talking about? I ain't running around here looking for them. I got all my bitches in check, now you say no.
You're literally behaving like a white person. You are behaving like a black person. So here's the funny part.
Not your women, Myron.
When I criticize black people, they'll sit there and say stupid. You're saying you're not black, so you can't criticize us.
They're right.
now,
grifting.
because I don't have to be.
You're
I don't see. Here's the thing. Hey, Baldy, age of 47, relax.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Age of 47,
out
relax.
of it, bro.
Here's the thing. I don't have to be white to be able to identify white problems as to why you guys have the problems that you guys have. Clearly, you don't have the platform or the ability to tell these women to get back in the kitchen. So guess what?
That's what it's
now
all
I gotta
about
do it
these
for you
days,
because you don't have the
platform.
platform to do it. So the reality
Platform
is
to
that
speak your
look, man, you can do what you want to do. You can say what you want to say. You can be a white nationalist. Cool. I actually fight and defend for your ability to do so. But if we're going to have this discussion about white replacement, etc., well, who controls and who are the gatekeepers to sex? It is a woman.
Yeah,
so
talk that shit with your women, son. What the
stop
fuck?
crying, because you sound like a fuck right now. Let's be honest. You have a
God,
victim
he killed me
mindset.
with
Stop
that.
being a pussy. Get out there. Tell your women. Stop subscribing to feminism. Start creating families. Start going in the church.
Definitely talk that shit with your women, nigga. What the fuck? Don't come up here crying about to another man about your women.
Okay, so look, to some degree, I actually do agree with you. But here's the thing. The problem here is that, yeah, we white people, we got to figure out what the roles are going to be for white men, white women. The problem is, I've talked to a lot of white folks, we don't want your Muslim, get the women back in the kitchen, put a garbage bag on their head. We don't want that. So when you're promoting that stuff, that's never going to work for us. Do you understand that?
Now the nigga, now he care about women. Nigga, they just say something about the 19th Amendment. He don't want to, you better miss me with that bullshit, man. I don't know, yo. These white people, all I know is these is how the white people really think. Even against people like Myron, black immigrants who's not, they still think you're black, bro. Not our black. Don't get me. You're not our black. You're not African American, but nigga.
Voting Islam?
Yeah, you're Islamic. We don't want your Islamic family.
Actually, if you watch my podcast, I don't really talk about religion ever.
Your literally view of women is basically Islamic, correct? That you hate them?
You don't care about women either.
Actually,
He said you hate them. He said you look to the side.
What are you, Christian?
No, I'm an atheist.
Oh my god, yo. Oh,
that explains everything.
It definitely did.
Yeah, this guy just hates everything.
Yo, I told you he looked as soulless.
Everybody, including God.
I told you he looked as soulless, son. Look at bro.
You know, while I'm here, Myron, also just for the record,
God is black. I don't worship him. No, Jesus was there.
Myron, one more thing I gotta tell you.
So yeah, like
1 second. Let me just say one more thing.
My thing is because you're coming in from a position where you don't know. I don't promote Islam. I'm actually very I respect religion. I understand religion, but I kind of find it funny because Islam, Christianity, the Abrahamic religions in general kind of solve this problem. So maybe you might want to find God.
Yeah, I hate them all. No.
Okay, but that's the problem. You might want to find God, and
definitely gotta find.
No, listen. Your view of women is basically Islamic. You hate them. You want them to wear garbage.
No, it's based on all the Abrahamic religions. Devout Christians, devout Jews, and devout Muslims would agree with me that women need to be subservient to men. That's how it's always worked.
Excuse me, who are you?
Got the Karen. Let's go.
I literally have no idea who you are.
Okay, so I don't know what just happened. Female entitlement. She just cut the line. Whatever. Do you have anything else you want to say? Age of 47 or no?
Who are
got
you?
The mold on
Age of 47.
Yeah, one more thing. I'm 1/4 Ashkenazi. Just FYI.
Whoa.
That makes sense. Very Jewish. Very
Hold on,
Jewish. That makes sense. A white nationalist that's a Jew. That's very Jewish. Very Jewish. That makes sense. A white nationalist that's a Jew. That's crazy, bro.
Let me bring him back. Yo, let me break that down to you. Ashkenazi Jew. Let me break that down. He is basically a Jewish man disguising as a white supremacist. You feel me? And real white people don't like Jews. Basically, they don't like him. Let me show y'all. The white man in the other vid is this white man right here with the blue shirt on. He's a Jew. And this guy in the black shirt right here, he's a real white man. You feel me? Look at this shit, y'all.
I said, oh yeah, you cross-eyed Jew?
Cross-eyed Jew. That's a white man being racist fuck to a Jew.
What the hole? What the fuck?
Look at the mic, look.
You're so Jewish and disgusting. You're so Jewish.
You're so Jewish and hideous. Look at this. And these people, in this blue shirt, disguise themselves as white nationalists like this guy. Like him right here. Knowing that those white people who they disguising as don't even like them. Like, what the fuck be wrong with America? Like, this shit be like so... I don't fucking know, yo. But back to Myron, little ass, you feel me? I understand, Myron. You not black, you Somali, but nigga, you black. You in America, bro. They see you just like that. So all you keep trying to talk down on the black folks to appeal to your little white audience, bro, at the end of the day, they don't fuck with you either. You know what I mean? Bro, I don't know, yo. Let me know what y'all think about Myron. He did handle this little situation cool, you feel me? The white man trying to be all racist to him, you feel me? But Myron. Better check yourself, nigga. Y'all be out this motherfucker.